No? Yes. Alright. Apparently nothing wanted to work. Perfect. Isn't that? Anyway. Let's switch to this immediately. Get the light out of the way. And welcome to Esoteric Ebb. The second chance I'm gonna give this game. I am still on the fence about this. Not bad. Absolutely not. But it is a bit too much reading for a stream game, in my opinion. And okay, I didn't really pay attention yesterday, so that also played a part in me not really getting anywhere. But yeah, let's just give it the chance that it deserves and see where we get from here. I kind of just want to get to the point, since I know that we will get a companion. I want to see how that's going to change how the game plays, or how the whole interaction plays out, because so far our character is just monologuing the entire time while other things are going on, and it's kind of hard to keep track of what is being said by other characters and what is being said by the intuition slash body part slash whatever. And yeah, like I tend to be all over the place, but when the game is also, it does not make it easier. Anyway, yeah, let's continue this. Hidden dialogue choices. Some dialogue choices are hidden if you do not have them match the requirement. Oh, okay, proofreading is not there. Strong say. Anyway, I wanted to check this out. Drunk Sphinx opens at 6 p.m. Alright. Hi there. Alas's oppressive landlord. Okay. A large merman sits by the sea. Cleric, he says, without acknowledging you further. Oh, greetings, citizen. I am indeed the cleric. You lean a little further into being a cleric. Gained 10 XP for choosing this class 2 times. He does not have his dark blue eyes of this city horizon. He does not take... Oops. Why are you disturbing me? Is that fish scale on his skin? Is it real? Is he real? I need information. Information is expensive, cleric. Is anything in Norvik? The merman looks at you with a pair of deep eyes. Thalassos is my call. You stand in my garden. You live here? No. I don't appreciate the city visiting my property without a heads up. This really seems like a public walkway to me. I apologize. Good. But while you're standing there, keep an eye on the second pole. Sit down. He nods to the second pole. Look at it. You keep your eyes peeled on the tip. They come in waves when it happens. It's quick. Pull the pole a little. No. Let it be. It's set up as it should. Okay. Good. Fishing is about patience, cleric. You need to breathe and... takes a real long breath. And... watch. Professional, eh? You work for the River Guild? He raises a thick eyebrow in your direction. No. So what do you do then? I operate facilities, apartment complexes mostly. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, is this guy actually rich? Try to not mention it. Why is it so hard? Your belly beckons. The comment will slip out no matter what you do. Unless... Bite your tongue. Aye! You clamp down hard. Blood fills your mouth, dripping down the corner of your mouth. Some spills to the ground. The woman glares at it as it pulls before your boots. Swallow the blood. A big gulp is hard to do, but it happens. The metallic taste fills your entire being. You're feeling faint. But you did not speak. One's wearing a helmet is actually helpful. Now ask him something. He'll indulge you. How often do you catch something here? These days, not often. The river gills have swept the area clean along with an increase of the gulls. But occasionally, I get a big one. He leans in towards you with a stern look on his face. Then, that's dinner. Do you have time to sit here and fish all day? I'm very busy, cleric. However, in this particular moment, I do not have anywhere I need to be. How did it work? This is a real entrepreneur. Letting his investments grow. Wait an hour. You do not catch anything. Just as you're about to give up, you see something tuck at the tip of the pole. Cleric, reel in the catch. On the other hand is... shot of your... a rock. Thalassos's... Bellalos's... Lossos sighs and keeps looking at his own pole. Well, it's something. Bottom scrap is everywhere here. Maybe next time. I think I'm done fishing for now. He reaches forward and grabs the second pole, grabbing it from you while continuing to fish on his own. With a stern nod, he sends you on your way. What do you know about the tea shop? Burned out? What else? The merman stays silent for a while, then he mutters to you. You need to find out what happened if it is an esoteric error with the fireplace. If it happens to more units in the area I could be affected, I will personally hold Magistrate Darrow responsible if it does. I'm sure Darrow cares a lot about your units. You better do your job. Spoken with Miska on the topic. We both agree. You must figure out what happened, Eric. Make sure it does not happen again. Yeah. Sorry, got interrupted. We both agree. You must figure out what happened, Cleric. Make sure it does not happen again. We'll see. It's pretty complicated. He grunts. What are you voting in the election? I'm voting for this Free Striders. I have no strong feelings on your choice. However, I must thank you for sharing this deep part of yourself. It makes me feel like you are opening up to me. He actually turns to face you with a disgusted expression. Then he turns back and keeps on fishing. Do you have a quest for me? No. Nothing? Nothing at all? I do not have anything like that. No. Not even a delivery or something, like a fetch quest? No. What about late rents? You have to have some late rents. I can handle that myself. No secret temple that needs exploring, like a mermaid dungeon? No. You gotta have something. Everybody's got something. Moon says nothing for a few seconds, as if feigning a think. Then he says, no. So nothing, huh? Nothing. He's patient. Very much so. Except... Smirk. My tenants have reported a strange light around Pillar Road. With the tea shop, I do not want to take any chances. Take a look on for me. Strange light. The merman grumbles something. If it has anything to do with the tea shop, or if it is a ghost, or if it is an esoteric event. It was reported to be spotted in the late hours, sometime after midnight, on the road down on the field and the road. I've no resources to pay, but if you wish to do your duty, make sure my tenants are not disturbed by such nonsense again. I'll... Quest accept. Not a quest. No? Quests require payment. This is, if you do it, entirely pro bono. The merman crumbles again. You wouldn't happen to know anyone in the fishing guild, would you? He glares at you. No. It's just I was fished up from the river by them and brought to the Lich House, so I just wanted to check up on that whole business. They did not bring you to Visken. I did. What? He stops looking at you. Wait, really? He says nothing. Oh. He nods. So you fished me up? Yes. You were dead. Dead? Yes. So I brought you to the morgue, as one should. Then you come here, alive. But that is your business. But I don't understand. I have nothing more to say about that. You should deal with it yourself. Yes, you should. This means there was a resurrection. Now you need to learn why. Wow, you must have gotten stuck in something really wacky here. Be careful now. Someone wanted you dead and someone wanted you alive. That's bad. Probably. Oh, that's intriguing. It is a conundrum. The merman focuses on his fishing. Some personal questions for you, do I? No. Okay. Good. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Okay, can I go there? Oh yeah. Now, can I have a map or something? Biscayne. So the journal also is my map. Or so it seems, at least. Talk to you. Do you have anything? Hello there, sir. The kid behind the counter taps a pile of newspapers. You a postie? A reader of the Novician Post. Novician Post, the biggest newspaper in the city, founded over 50 years ago. Nationalist aligned. Anyone or anything that matters in Norway will be written about in the Post. I read magazines. Read, we've got a bunch. Do you like fiction? Tall tales of terrible tombs? Magazine contains short stories about adventurers around the coast. Or maybe the Weekly Homestead, if you're looking for a new place. I like fiction. Same. There's so much shit out, though. Hard to know what's decent. Kid looks distraught. Never mind. Welcome to the Pillar Kiosk. How can I help you today, sir? He looks around. Do you wanna, buy something? I want to buy something and I also have questions. Questions about what? Mostly about the tea shop? Okay. Looks down the road. Not too much traffic lately, so sure. If my boss shows up, you gotta buy something though. What do you know about the tea shop? Except that it exploded. That part's pretty obvious, so yeah. I was here, you know. Saw it with my own two eyes. Look over your shoulder towards the tea shop across the street. I heard it too. Definitely heard it. Walk me through it. Okay, I set up the kiosk at dawn. By noon, the morning rush had calmed down. I remember the bike rack was full. Water lane workers mostly commute on the new bridge and flotilla, but the halfway bridge doesn't see a fair share of bikers every day and night. By noon, that was pretty dead, which is great. Less work for me. Also, no dead in the street there. Go on. I hid in the back. Thought it was a, you know, attack. How loud was it? Super loud. And shaky too. I almost fell over. What about the fire? I felt the heat, even all the way over here. Why is the heat orange? An obscure novella about a Retian revolutionary falling for her servant. Steve, I don't think that is, well, what heat means in this context, but thanks, Charisma. It was like a kid gestures a large sphere for you. A really weird fire, then he sputters, shrinking the size of his imagined sphere. Weird? For an instant. Weird fire. Yeah, it was like, look, it's gonna sound really weird. Lean and say, I like weird. It was blue. Blue fire indicates extreme temperatures. Only for a split second. When I looked again, the whole building was on fire, but it was normal looking fire. So I might have just imagined it. Interesting. Yeah, I guess. Just kind of weird. Did you see anyone suspicious? Not really. Just the normal type. The goblin was arguing with a human by the temple. Just some mild shouting about some business thing. Otherwise pretty dead around noon here, usually. Anything else you noticed? Yeah, sure. I did see Mr. Drummer. He's the owner of the tea shop, former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoon on work days, so it's not weird to see him walking about all day. Chatty fellow. Buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? Don't know. So I'm leaving the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah. Right before the massive explosion occurred. The kid clicks his tongue when you put it like that. Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs, guessing he headed for Water Lane, like everyone does. Did anyone else enter or leave the tea shop? No, just Mr. Drummer, he says, confidence in his voice. It was a boring day, so I pretty much just people watched all morning. Mr. Drummer was the only one I saw leaving the tea shop all day, well, until the explosion. Did you see him enter? He stops and thinks. Actually no. I never saw him enter that morning, so I guess he must have slept there or entered before dawn. And no one else entered all morning. Not sure. Usually not many people there in the morning. Or forenoon, really. Forenoon. That's a good word. I like that. People should say that more often. Feel very Novikian. I see. Yeah. Did Drummer act strange when he left? Just in a hurry? Maybe? Saw him shuffle towards the stairs to Circle Square. Probably heading down to Water Lane. Why Water Lane? It's the only place to go. Either that or the Goblin Garden or the city below. I don't think Mr. Drummer is a city below type of bird. Are you sure you saw him? Absolutely, no doubt about it. He trails off, muttering to himself. He went downstairs to Pillar Crossing, that's all I saw. I've been going over it in my head. Pretty, shocking stuff. What can you tell me about the owner of the tea shop? Mr. Drummer is a customer. Seems nice enough for birdfolk. I've heard he hangs out at the Sphinx a lot, and that he's got connections with all sorts of folks. All sorts of folks? Politically. As girls use the tea shop a lot. I've got some buddies involved in that scene. That's all about the tea shop. Alright. What's the news? Boy stares at you. So here's the thing. We sell newspapers here. If I just tell you the news, we won't get any money. Are you a partial owner of this business? No. But he's clearly a hard worker. Fucking over the business would fuck him over as well. Kinda? But you're an employee, which gives you a stake in the business surviving. Yeah, exactly. About the owner of this kiosk. Or my boss. Telesus? I thought Mr. Drummer. He's a pretty nice merman. What do you want to know? What does he do around here? He stocks the store, usually really early in the morning. Beyond that, I think he just does other stuff. He owns a bunch of properties around the city, so he's usually pretty busy. I spoke with him actually, nice bloke. He is. Some people call him an oppressive landlord. Mostly the dwarves that come by here, but he's really nice once you get to know him. What does he pay you? I get about 5 crowns an hour. That's a really good salary for someone my age. 5 crowns an hour. If a magazine costs 20. You should be paid better for your service here. Maybe I've heard you're supposed to get paid more when you get older. My brother says more experience equals a better salary, and not necessarily. Your brother's a fool. You need to rebel and fight against the oppressive exploiters. As long as you feel like you are selling your labor at a fair price, just remember to stay vigilant. No. We should all band together as the one working and get ourselves better salaries. Leave me alone, you fucking fly. It's just, you know. The many need to stand up to the strong for things to change. And if we don't start young realizing what is wrong with the system, nothing will ever change. So, yeah, brother's a fool. I disagree. I don't really want to rebel. If you do, just remember to stand up when the time comes. I don't really follow. But, okay. He's confused. Yeah, no shit. Wisdom. Got some other things I want. Is a merman? Yeah. He's in the river a lot. Likes fishing. Got some other things I want to ask. Right. Okay, let's get the... I think the Hex Weekly, maybe? How much money do I have? Let's haggle for the Hex Weekly. Only paid 6. Great choice. Women's magazines are really popular these days, even among men. And news in Norvik for 9. News in Norvik is coming right up. Looks like there's some juicy gossip in this one. Okay, citizen. Hold up. Yes? Can I ask you a favor? Anything, young man. You're the future of the city. There's, I've heard there's trouble down on Water Lane tonight. Go and make sure that nothing happens. Okay? I'll do it if I can. Please, give him a quick nod, leave. Trash receptacle, mostly stacked with old signs. Which means the bill pull out somewhat intact cardamom trees. Please. Did not let me get this clear. You find yourself out on Pillar Road. You see a cardamom tree in the bin. It's been out there for gods know how long, and you think to yourself, what the hell? I'll just eat some trash. Isa, you're too late. Hold up your price and smile. Listen, man. Maybe you don't know exactly what's going on here in this world of ours, but you don't need to lower yourself this way. Taking stuff is great, but don't just take a half-eaten pastry out of a trash, man. Ignore the voices. That's back here. How do I get to where I need to go? So that's the tea shop, I'm gonna presume. tea shop. The name of the tea shop is illegible. Amidst scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach the doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. Powerful force left these marks fastened with several nails. You also see a paper. Coin Lords meetup date. At the top it says with bold lettering, city notice, no trespassing. Coin Lord, the magistrate handling minting, trade, financing of public works and tithes. Tithes? Currently held by Nicholas Darrow in the Tolstead district. Does this include me? No. Or else you would have the password. Pay attention to the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hands. It is sealed. As you move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark, translucent blue and then fades away. This feels like trouble. The tea shop that blew up, update. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there's a locking spell cast on it. Standard procedure for crime scenes. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Remember that you are here on behalf of the goblins. You still have not spoken with their chieftain. To complete this quest, you should probably do that first. Look beyond the planks. You catch glances of still shadows beyond. This place is a mess. Around the scorch marks. Everywhere. This fire was intense. Arguably, these marks could possibly have been caused by a regular fire of a wooden house. The stone masonry does not have enough fuel to carry such a flame unless the building was stacked to the brim with tinder. A handwritten note in bold letters says, "City notice, no trespassing." It then continues with a finer writing. By the order of Coin Lord Darrow, the following premises are under city seizure under suspicion of criminal offence. Unlawful trespassing will be liable under 13 Holster contempt. A collective of laws surrounding the lawful arrest of citizen. You'll get into trouble if you enter the area tea shop without talking to the Coin Lord first. You need the magistrate's password. I should leave for now. Okay, but how do I get anywhere? What can I get? Can I? A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This particular bike is yours. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get it off even if you had the keys. Why would you wrap it like that? Wait, this is my bike? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Sure is. Best way of travel in Norvik. Except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike. Could getting the key be a quest? That sounds like a quest you would get. Sounds like a shitty quest. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. And like that would be perfect. The key is probably at the bottom of the river, along with the rest of your dignity. Hold on, when exactly did I come to Tolsta? On the 21st of March evening. And you fell. Was I alone? No. A lucky strike from some drunken fool, probably. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. That's it, that's all I remember. Yes. Look at me, the bike, leave. Lady, how do I get to the Goblin Gardens? Serba B. Where is she? Dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you, no real reaction on her face. Citizen. She looks around, clearly nervous. You're worrying her by your presence alone. And potentially by something else as well. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. Getting worried. I can help with that. But excited about a potential yet very minor quest. Oh, okay. She fidgets her hands and clears her throat. Girl is neurotic and introverted. She has glasses. She wears a green coat. She's a human, but not much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'll go look for your friend with the glasses. Thanks. I don't spend much time on Hostet alone, so I'm a bit lost. So thanks. Okay. Oh, that was... The corner of Norvik still standing in the gate era. Where's the Goblin Garden? Oh, I think I just found it. Street sign you can look at. Wooden boards have faintly glowing letters on them. Floating just an inch off the surface, the names of several locations are spelled out. A common type of magical ink creates permanent messages on any surface until dispelled, of course. This appears to be the more advanced kind with the magic mouth-like ability. It can react to your commands and reshape temporarily. Which way is Goblin Garden? The painted letters on the blank do not reshape into a guided message. If it had magic properties as well, it would say downstairs over grass into tunnel, glory to Sage Leaf, probably. Downstairs over grass into tunnel, glory to Sage Leaf. Okay. Oh, it's unsophisticated. Arrow? The words reshape for a moment. Up the temple slope and the golden stairs. Ancestral home of the Darrow is one of the most influential noble families in Norvik. Okay, good stuff. Thank you. So downstairs, you say? But where's grass? Or through here. Enter. Divine intervention. A bunch of side safety rules, and it says if broken, contact your local union representative. Okay, no, we're just back where we just started. Who are you? Lady Jamar, Mountain Lamb. Door. Okay. Downstairs over grass. What grass? There is no grass. Whoa, that's one gigantic seagull. What are you? Satchel, it looks crazy. Oily instructions. Well, you hold up the paper, finding it to actually be a torn-out page of a book. The name in the margin suggests the book is called A Gnome's Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. Read it, it's quite lengthy. The first step to understanding esoteric memorization is understanding the underlying powers at play. Jor's strings stretch across his coast, invisible to the eye, yet connected to all things living and dead. Jor strings the ley lines of esoteric power that holds the realm together. A spell is simply a set of rules you must follow in order to manipulate those strings into an esoteric effect. Yet those rules are themselves esoteric in nature. As such, most wizards will find it impossible to remember more than a handful of spells at a time. And this is the big divide between cantrips and the actual spells, as cantrips are both easy to remember and will not consume a spell slot. Spell slots are the common representation of how many spells of each spell level a caster is able to perform without rest. As a gnome, you are naturally gifted in the art of illusion magic. Other schools will be more difficult to memorize. A suggested harmless spell to use is training in the first level spell Grease. To increase your chances at memorization, attempt to cast it at least 2 times per day. In the margins, there's a handwritten hard-to-read note. Oily instructions. It says everything, every evening and every lunch break at work. Remember, you can do it. An esoteric mishap. Magic is a blade without a handle, and so on. Indeed, Grease is a dangerous spell. Intensely dangerous. The greasy ending went out like you went in. Learn the spell. You quickly memorize the piece of paper. That's something, at least. Talk to the seagull. You see a bird sitting on the halfway bridge to bridge ruins. It is large, its beady eyes staring out into nothing. It checked you out just as you approached. This bird got you under control. Greetings, servant of the river. The bird does not appear to react to you. The giant seagull. You have a number of dramatic run-ins with them during your youth. Giant seagull, a native Ascani bird. They are an opportunistic feeder upon the coast, hunting the various large and monstrous fish and crustaceans, as well as scraps left by fox. They are seldom aggressive, despite their size. Pet the birdie. As you reach forth, the gull doesn't seem to react until it snaps at your fingers and you quickly pull away. I should stop. Right. You take a step back and the bird observes your movement. It does not want to pet, so yes, stop. Nod your head and leave. Where are the goblin gardens? Got the grass I need to walk over. But it's just where I came from. But it has to be upstairs. All who pass are mine to keep. Okay. A dark iron man. The duck? A waterfowl common in Ascani lakes. Okay. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps. His face obscured, an axe strapped to his back. I have some questions, good night. His helm head is slumped downward slightly. Is he asleep? Are you okay, citizen? No response. Wait. A metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving. Ever so slightly his head turns. Oh fuck. Your name? Soldier. The voice echoes out into the open chamber. Why do I feel like he's gonna attack me as soon as I say my name? I'm Reagan. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Who are you? He's silent for a while. The duck. Excuse me? I am the duck. That's wild. You should be proud of it. The knight does not respond. How do you open that gate down the stairs? I have the key. Oh, can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. Who is need to judge you? City below, it is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. You never do. Whom do you serve? I serve, he says, trailing off. For a split second you could swear a spark appearing within the armor. Yes. Once again he turns to look at you, the darkness within his helmet seeming to reach out towards you. As if grabbing hold of the very air, you feel everything growing cold. I serve nothing. Where'd you get that cool armor? The knight sits completely still and does not answer your question. Got it. No response. You feel invalid next to this man. You must learn from his ways. Attempt to have a firm discussion about masculinity. Oh, I got it. He just sits there, ready for a good talk. You catch something, a glimpse of light within the darkness of his helmet. Stare at him. The knight shifts slightly, his armor scraping against the rock. Breathe heavily. The knight turns to look at you through his helmet. Waits a bit long. Soldier, your presence is unwanted. Present your query, then leave this hallowed grounds. He'll answer your questions now, somehow. Do you know magic? Yes. Can you teach me magic? No, mutters to himself. Oh. I do not have time for that. Do you have any spell scrolls I could have? Knight slowly grabs a scroll of his pack. He tosses it to you after a moment of deliberation. A spell with power. Memorize it, soldier. Already did. Goes the spell scroll. He lifts his head. The darkness through his helmet focuses on you. No, soldier. Memorize it. I told you I already did. Pointing your temple. And quick. You. Dark Knight nods and then lowers his head. You've earned his respect. Good. Your ability to memorize spells instantly is an incredible talent. He should be impressed. How does one become a true warrior? A warrior. Knight places an iron gauntlet upon his knee and leans forward. A whispering wheeze escapes the slits in his helmet. Serve. Until the coast falls in on itself, until Jor breaks the veil and every god rips and tears our reality into shreds. Serve well. Serve loyally. That is what a true warrior does, no matter what. The wheezing stops. What if you serve someone evil? He shakes his head slowly. Place not the choice of morality into the hands of the one who swings the axe. Truth of alignment lies entirely with your god, soldier. Hey. Do not forget that. He lifts his hand and clenches it. Now quick, ask him while he's got his guard down. Ah, an opening. Go for it. Wait, who do you serve again? Whisken. He moves his head towards you. No, that is not. Fiskin, the mortician? With a sudden force, the Dark Knight slams his axe into the ground. Do not speak of that, soldier. Why? Is it a secret? He returns to his still position. Do not. The knight is now waiting for another question. Lucky you, he didn't kill you. What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. He'll talk? Why? Not like you can threaten him exactly. Where were you at noon on the 21st? Below. Below, can you elaborate? The walls shook in the crypt. I was on patrol. I was not in position to perceive any misdoing. There are thousands of tombs and crypts scattered below this ancient metropolis. The city below is endless, and most of it stands unexplored to this day. What are you patrolling? He's silent, still for a moment. I have my purpose. As do you, soldier. Do not pry too deep. Noted. He places an iron hand on his knees, waiting for the next question. Well then, did you see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. Sure? The knight nods, slowly. And now some other questions? Dark Knight sits still under the stabs. What's up with the meth? Find the ballot boxes. Without lifting his head, the knight answers in a cold tone. Election. Ah, so this is where it's being held? No reply. What are you wanting for, my good knight? No reply. Everyone should vote for me, ideally. The knight doesn't even move. Other questions? Why are you loitering here, knight? I am not. The cold voice echoes throughout the chamber. What are you doing then? I am on my off hours. Speaks as though he's reading from a script. Just sitting here in the temple. No response. I too would like to hang on the steps of the temple. His helmet turns slightly. Scary. But I won't force you to hang out with me. Some metallic creaking is all you hear from the night. Serve this man. Leave. Okay. What was that? There's spells. Shield of Faith. Your wound. Oh, I can learn 5 now. Oh no, 3. Oh no, I can actually. Interesting. A grand wood carving of Earth, Father of the Norvig. Goblin was here. You stare at the wondrous wood carving. However, you also notice a message carved into the base of the art piece. It says Goblin was here. Goblin is really not that big of a deal. Goblin was here. Vandalization. This happened because you are a weak man with a small member. Okay, strength, thanks. And the entire world will continue to degrade over the centuries because of it, and it's okay, just the way things are. What do I know about him? Goblin is an artist. He's technically wanted in most districts, but no one even knows if he's real. Might be a dozen little guys running around with the paint and carving tools, who knows? Should try to remove the message. Is this really your duty? Easy job. You'd have to take that carving knife by the candles and... Does this really have to be a sleight of hand thing? Can't I, use the power of my faith or something? What are you going to do? Close your eyes and pray? If you want to clean this old wooden thing up, you've got to handle it carefully. Yes, it's not something you can solve with faith. Trust the artisan within. Trust your abilities. That's the spirit. Now let's get to work. Oh, music. You start working. Picking up the tiny carving knife, the same that that was used to scratch the word. You can clean this up real quick. Spend 10 minutes working on it. With dexterous fingers, you precisely carve a layer off the statue. Within a minute, the message is entirely gone. A few minutes. Hanging on to a dead god. It's sad. Fine craftsmanship is what it is. You could have been a woodcarver in another life. If it was in any way a lucrative career, that is. Looks much better now. You've done almost nothing, but it is something. Hells yeah, you sure did great. Only problem? You did it for free. Like some welfare janitor. Next time, give a quote. Our work is done here. Leave. Bye. There a house. So it leads into you have no business there. Yeah, I would appreciate if the game would tell me where I have to go, though. Maybe down here? Okay, let's... Through here again. Can I go down here? Engage. You glance at the ladder. It's one hell of a climb. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this attempt. Alright. Taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. You close your eyes as you do so in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation. Scary. But within a moment, you are at the bottom of the ladder. Let's go. Oh yeah. Take these. Lower roller mill. A wooden door blocks your path. Feel the handle. It refuses to budge. Oh yeah, lock tight. Pick the lock. Your fingers work the mechanism with precision. Click, click, click. The lock gives way. The door swings open. You see nothing but black beyond. Cast dancing light. It's been cast the entire time. Your light cuts through the gloom. You notice the ceiling. Several glowstones lie shattered on the floor. The explosion must have shaken them loose. You wade through the debris. Search for anything useful. You sift through papers and crates. Most of it is useless. Old recipes, inventory lists. But then you find something. Pick up the document. A notice. Official letterhead. Notice of termination. Collective action violation. You scan the text. The roller mill owner fired everyone. They tried to form an Asgil union. All workers dismissed. Effective immediately. The workers deserved better. Document does not respond. Put it away and continue. You continue deep into the chamber. At the back you find an office. The owner's private space. Approach the desk. Old papers, ledgers, more termination notices. And then a drawer. Locked, but poorly. Force it open. The drawer slides open with a snap. Inside lies a smooth stone, one with several faces adorned on its sides. Examine the stone. You pick it up carefully. A sending pebble. Sending, a third-level evocation spell, commonly used as a direct communication between powerful individuals, city-states, or arcanists. The Novikian Sending Office employs many clerics for the express purpose of casting sending across the coast. Oh shit, these are expensive. Pocket the stone. You slip the pebble into your pouch. Time to leave. This place has given you all it can. Exit the storage chamber. You make your way back through the darkness. What a lovely dell. Leave. Interact with anything else here? No, it doesn't seem to be the case. Who are you? You spot a crab on the rock. Official name? Tawnian Crawler. It does a little shimmy. At the crab. Bad call, hombre. Slang adopted from cat speech. It means man. You reach forth and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? Crab pincers grip your finger hard. Hard. Your index will come off soon. Oh. Oof. You bend and you pry, but the crab will not let go. Oh no. Oh no! The blood is not flowing. Slowly, you will die. Yes. Hey. Please let go, Mr. Crab, it says. It does not let go. Speak with animal would get you out of this much easier. No! No! You bend, you pry. Oh, come on! Is it fast? Short save? Okay, it's been a while. No. Quick save. That's the word I was looking for. Continue. 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 Drink. Oh, that was a close one this time around. Taking confident step. Blah, blah, blah. Continue, continue, continue. Okay, come on. That should be it. Yes, thank you. Okay. And let me save that real quick. We'll have to redo everything. And it's autosave, of course. How could I forget? Now, let's not pet the nice little crab. What is this? Water lane view. Conquest by the river. Oh. The never sleeping docks of Water Lane, right below here. You approach the shrine. Ah, okay, well that's one of them. Okay. Interesting. Should I move it? It's like in the middle of the road. No. It has chosen its path. What? The figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go. Ready to serve whoever needs him the most. You wish you were a man capable of something similar. Done here, thank you. Okay, we're getting closer, I think. Democratic propaganda. Foreigner, the fruit of the river guilds. Stairs down to the bustling docks. Excluding the anti-magic message, urging free striderism come across as something. No one can dismiss the dwarves' architectural genius. Well, I can dismiss everything since I still haven't found the stupid goblin guardians. Where the fuck are they? Deep, groaning, the bell of Water Lane. Some coins, wishes never granted. The griffin! Beware those fangs and the rest too. You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. Too bad, he's clearly overfed. This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent ventricle beast. You will require to speak with animals to communicate properly, of course. A pool of drool forming underneath the open beak of the beast. It is asleep. Wait, look behind it. There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy. I've got a conclusion. I should not engage with this beast right now. No, but I should absolutely find this stupid... No. Although it is quite dark here. That's where I came from. Crossing, it's getting worse. Who are you? The girl looks across the chasm. A noble woman. That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Clear your throat loudly. She slowly turns her head towards you. What? Your name? Nah, go away. How rude! Oh. How very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? What are you voting for in the election? What? I want to ask you some personal questions. Tea shop. She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Why do you say that? Have you seen it? I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. I don't have anything to say. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Where are the goblin guardians? Oh. Oh no. They're alive. I thought that was a dead body. The depth of Tolstad. Huh? Look at the pillar. The relic rises upward, endlessly upwards. So the central landmark of Norvik, the symbol of Earth's conquest. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon this pillar and declared this a sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earthfolk, remaining until the end. It looks a bit broken, cracked. Yes. While the pillar is indestructible, it was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. Several pieces of pillar float upwards in the air. Gate War, the legendary conflict between the beasts of yore, the original god, and the many others who tried to take over yore towards the end of the Gate era. We have little information about this conflict, but it is known it led to the closing of the gates and began the Fade era. The Fade era, a period lasting approximately 1,110 years, if you trust modern scholars. The Second Era, also known as the Fall Era, named after the slow decline following Jor's shutting his gates, ended around 1,000 years ago. Beasts of Yore. Beasts of Yore is a term for the sentient folk who aligned with Yore during the Gate Era, also known as the Anticipalian folk. Most are gone today, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above this city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? The most powerful of arcanists. The powerful kind. Be wary of such a powerful kind. Be wary of it. Be quiet, you impotent cuck. How many of these pillars exist? 8. Technically 4, depending on which scholar you are. There are debates as to whether there are 8 pillars, 1 in each band, or simply 4 pillars that pierce the circular coast and stick out on either side. That makes them less interesting. Slightly. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of yore are relegated to being visual landmarks seen from across the coast through clouds and mist for miles. So what do I do with it? Nothing. Just a rock to you. A tingly, esoteric rock. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power! Listen, and it whispers to you unintelligibly. Touch the wondrous pillar. Place your hand upon the smooth surface. The whisper gets louder. It says something to you, something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation, one you don't take part in. Yes, you can try to join in. Yes. Speak. Hello? The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside of you or something. It says he's here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch! Weird. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar you need to investigate in time and further below. Finish up, leave. Okay, can I talk to you somehow? No? Sad. Dude, where is the goblin garden? Halfway's property, move along. Can't find any property. I'm looking for goblin's garden. Where? What? Drunk Sphinx opens at 6 p.m. That leads me back up. Did I miss something? Goblin Garden. Where? How? Dwarven-built citadel sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. So I missed it? Is that what you're telling me? I walked past it somehow. Journal. Villas Crossing. Tolstad. Tolstad East, Tolstad North. Movements sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. Shouldn't it technically be here then? I'm confused. I am so confused right now. So I was where I needed to be from the get-go. But there was nothing there. I am so confused. And like we're back where we came from. Press the letter once more. A long way to climb. Thank the gods you don't have to try so hard this time. Take the first step onto the ladder and then you are at the top of the ladder. Ah, no. No. Go there. Oh, do just walk. Nice. Oh, I think I finally found it. Garden monument. Embedded in the earth, you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It is a monument to nothing now. Touch the surface. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not at all coarse. Following it, you feel the markings of a sculptor's pick, but they are smoothed out, as if produced not by mortal hands, but by magical precision. That's what's more, you do feel the outline of a script. Symbols. Runes? Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. If you had comprehend languages, you could understand the script just by touching it. Okay, so I need comprehend languages and talk to animals. For sure. Just where do I get it? What's with the snail stuff? Norvik is built upon layers and layers of ruins. One of those layers, one of the oldest, were snail folk. Thus you will surely find many of these snail symbols and spiral shapes around the city. Tell me your secrets. No response. This is fine. Through here. You approach the shrine. Ah, it's another one. Nah, don't. Here we have dead bodies. We have here. Nobody wants to talk to me anymore. Goblin Gardens is ahead. You feel it. What's this? Braxo, pencil wing. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He is annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hello, I'm from the local government. A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. Paid my taxes, you can move on. You can always pay more. I'd agree with that opinion if my pouch wasn't so devoid of coins. Well done, citizen. Proud of you. I'm not from the Tithe house. You're not? The fiend says, and glares at you. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Ouch. Earth Guard? A cleric. Else you doing here? You can do wherever you want. You can go wherever you want, fuck off. Am I not allowed in Tolstad? Of course you're allowed, just not often you guys are here. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city of the goblins and free striders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss-ass. We need some damn order in this place. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He Gives you a tiny, sharp smirk. Be careful. Devilish advice can bite you real quick. Don't take advice from a parasite. You can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. Can you give me free legal advice? Oh yes, I'll gladly assist a member of the Earth God any day. Actually free? Well, in that case... I have some questions about a PPG. A permission of public gathering? Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at. He throws a look over his shoulder. Oh. The Asgard dwarves got an expired PPG. Expired? Huh. Strange. Why is that strange? Just seems like such a strange mistake. Skillists are known for many things, but making a mistake like that ain't one of them. I don't know. Just seems strange. Though if the dwarves got an expired document, they should leave. They have no legal right to be here. How long does it take to get a PPG? A week, depending on your contacts and your pouch. What would you look for if you're investigating a PPG? Wording. Legalese, it can get pretty complicated, and a good barista could twist that stuff into oblivion. Other than that, I check the basics. Name, spelling, dates. A single lithographic error can cause a landslide of troubles. I know from experience. What's a PPG? Liam takes a deep breath. A permission of public gathering is a legal document showing the intent of the magistrate of a certain district to allow an individual of a party represented by that individual to gather in a public place such as a town square, street or city tunnel to perform, protest, exclaim, fraternize or any other non-commercial activity. Can I have a PPG? Not from me. Ask Darrow. Nicholas Darrow, chosen magistrate of Tolstadt, a man known for little else than being the great-grandson of Borgo Darrow, the legendary right-hand man of Earth. Borgo Darrow, the first paladin of Earth, founded the Earth Guards, as well as the illustrious Darrow bloodline, known for his bravery and inability to be damaged in battle, died of heart attack at age 40. His passing is used as an example of the importance of aging men to keep track of cardiovascular disease. Well. Or maybe don't, unless you've got some really important message to deliver to the people. Okay. Yep. That's all. What does the law have to say about resurrection? That's one hell of a question. He smacks for a while. Liam's enjoying his pun before moving on. What a sociopath. Higher tier resurrections aren't illegal, they are just not available anymore. Hi Erica, how you doing? The act of returning a dead person back to life. There are many spells that do this, from a weak revivify to the legendary true resurrection. There are a handful of known divine resurrection spells. Since the death of Earth, there have been no documented instances of successful resurrections above 3rd level. Not available? Figured a cleric would know better than me, but he says and shrugs. Sass. Spells of a 4th or 5th are rarely seen these days. If you want to know why, go pray. After Earth died, it's been a bit hard for even the top-ranking clerics to manage higher-tier magic. At least if you believe the rumors at the tower, which you should. What about low-level resurrection? There's Revivify, that's it. Does the murder still count if the victim is resurrected? Yeah. He thinks about the question for a bit. There's been cases. Heard of a man stabbed in a bar fight, bled out just in time for a drunk cleric to arrive, cast Revivify, and the bloke lived. Yeah, understandable. Hope that gets figured out soon. I'm doing alright. Just losing my voice once again. But overall, enjoying the Wyatt after having had to listen to construction noises all day. It's quite nice that they're finally gone. But they will be back tomorrow. That's been going on for over a week now. I'm tired. Not that they're working through the night, but I just want my peace and quiet again. And again, it is good since they're installing optical fibers all around. I hope we're actually getting connected to that as well, but nobody knows. So, yeah, we're all gonna be surprised if that happens or not. This stabber ended up being charged with a major transgression of personal well-being, and that's not murder per se, but I'd argue it had more to do with the fellow's barrister making it clear to the judiciaries there was no killing intent. If he was stabbed, even though he didn't die from it, it would still be charged as manslaughter. Or attempted manslaughter. No? So, not an accident, not a murder, just a brawl gone too far, but that would be hard to tell if the victim wasn't breathing. This is very complicated. Gods be good if I ever come across something like this. But in most cases, I'd say yes. They don't go around murdering folk and revivifying them, cleric. It would be a waste of a spell slot, yes. Involuntary, yes. Although, what? Yeah. I was thinking about if there's anything better fitting in terms of legal speak, but no, I don't think so. It would be a waste of a spell spot, less. Would be kind of funny, but, you know, don't. Are you legally considered alive after resurrection? Yes, for all intents and purposes, you are alive. Undeath, on the other hand, would be a very different affliction. Necromancy is not just undeath, but all undeath is necromancy. And how's that defined? How is it different? Apparently I clicked on that. As long as the necromancy is considered of divine origin and the soul is returned to a healthy body, then it is considered as a normal resurrection. If the origin is more black magic shit, as they say, or some kind of corpse animation, then it would be considered as bodily sacrilege. And that's a top-tier criminal offense. Good, then I'm alive. He laughs. Haven't met many talkative zombies in my days. So yeah, you're alive, cleric. Does death absolve your crimes? Now you're asking real questions. But no, it does not. There's been actual laws signed in old kingdoms about this shit. He leans in, looking excited. You got the devil going. That's a good thing? Oh, he's dancing for you. Keep it up and he'll love you to death. So, classic story, alright? A real bad guy is caught murdering his neighbor, real sick shit. He's executed after quick trial justice wins again, everyone's happy. But, surprise! Some holy man raises him up a couple of months later. In this situation, the bad guy did technically pay for his crime. His life was taken by the state. Just because somebody gave it back to him doesn't change the fact, right? Well, people weren't too happy with that, as you can imagine. Thus, the common legal term these days for capital punishment is DIP. Death in perpetuity. Perpetuity. Stands for death in perpetuity. Kind of funny when you think about it. One death is enough, I think. Really? Well, I suppose humans would have a different outlook than a fiend like me. Well, yeah, you come back pretty much immediately, huh? So, to keep criminals DIP'd, most states tend to hide, lock up, or simply burn corpses and spread the ashes using non-resurrectable methods. So, a proper DIP'd dead guy wouldn't be able to return without the use of some miraculous 9th level spell, which obviously these days isn't too likely. Well, that's all I want to ask about resurrections, thank you. Anything else? What about alignment? Oh yes, the overrules of morality. Norvik does not moralize over alignment, officially. Nor do most of the city-states across the coast. And you being a devil are, you know... Yeah? You're evil? Oh yes, indeed, it is pretty easy peasy to spot. He flaps his wings. It can be pretty discriminatory at times. People assume I have their worst interest in mind just because I'm ontologically evil. You don't have the worst interest in mind? Look, evil is not some objective thing. It's entirely internal and aligned with yours subjective opinion. There are good people who ruin the world and evil folks who do their best to maintain it. That's the deal. What about Charm Person? Charm Person! Such a fascinating spell. Of course, all spellcasters are required to be registered in Norvik. It's the same in all non-completely chaotic city-states. There are certain spells that just are not allowed at all, like Fireball, as a popular example. But Charm Person is, despite its devilish mind control, legal if it is cast by a registered cleric or city-hired interrogating mage. Private entities are not allowed to learn or cast it, although I can promise you, many still do. Can I cast it on you? Sure, but it would be a waste, since I'm already your friend, cleric. He shoots you a devilish grin. You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course, pretty hard to miss when flying past Torstead. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, I haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but the little fellow trusts you. He's your friend. Strength, you failed. How do I... why am I supposed to trust you now? The scorch marks looks like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Pit fiends are known to cast 3rd-level fireballs at will. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. Slander. The city does not train people to explode. Strength, just shut up if you have nothing else to contribute. Other than that, not be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend or an elemental. I mean, Waterline has shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through, huh? Kargamesh, one of 8 bands along the coast. A land of vast xeric shrublands and deserts. Deserts, famous for its underground cities and oasis kingdoms. home of elementals, halflings, and the many planes touched in between. Who knows? Spellcaster fiend. City is honorable. The city can't be honorable. It's not a living being. Rock spellcaster. It's the simplest answer. But I'd suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? He gives you an ominous chuckle. Alright, thank you. That reminds me, I never read my newspapers. I can't. Sad blow. Oh, through here. My goodness. I was right there this entire time. The green faces splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky and the dragons spread across it. Or something like that. Can you call this art? Place your hand upon the wall. Take a step forward. The painted stone surface is smooth. This is no cheap dwarven rock. This is Gate-era architecture disguised among the rest. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Fine. Your focus falters. There's nothing to answer you. But something is there, beyond the silent heart stone. Try again tomorrow, perhaps. What does it mean? The coins stand for all the fat loot the dragon brought to her people. You could get behind that. Melting rocks. Okay, leave us alone. Can't believe I missed it this entire time. Unless this is not where no, this is not where I need to be. Where is it? If it's right ahead, where is it? Nature seeps through the crack. What's this? Yo. You find a goblin standing at the tip of the tall steps. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman, a superficial fellow. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Let me guess, you're the cleric? Taking you for granted, this goblin needs to learn humility. Yes, I am the cleric. That's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. The path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. And this old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. You should greet him properly, give him a traditional goblin salute. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute, sure. What? Yay! I know. Yay. You raise your arms up into the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized tribal goblin. What the fuck are you doing? Claire? What are you doing? I'm sorry. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Exasperated, more like. Okay, right. Head down to the garden throne, but, he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like human shit. You've been floating around in the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He is insulting you. The gall. Should teach him a lesson. I died and was reborn. Now that's, he says, pointing at you, that's a good excuse. He laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Tell me more about this lady. Sure, for starters, she is the most powerful woman in Norway. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, cleric. She's spooky. Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. A jest, I'm sure. He laughs and crosses his arms. But seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Okay, lead me to her. Good, just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edge and, Prince showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. This dragon seems dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. She's just another warlord fighting over scraps. Don't let her get to you. Tell her what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. You look out over the river. The cold Tuscany wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Follow him down the stairs. You do so with great stride. Yeah, sure. Sacred River fights against the Red Rock. Oh yeah, level advancement. Can I allocate more points? No. Yeah, it's fine. Why did my... Oh, no, we're not going back up. Although? Yeah. There it is. There he is. His stomach twists. Beware her illusion. Dragon herself. Lady Sagely. Okay. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glowing illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is horrific. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. Dominion. She has control here. Why am I sitting here, waiting? Not that late. Only been like a day? Tread lightly. You need her on your side to make sure she knows you're on hers. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. Let's apologize first, I guess. My apologies, lady. The frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. You're dancing in a fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's only... Yes, good. Ooh. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. Trembling in it, you resist. Such an incredible aura emanating from this creature. It must be esoteric in nature. She lifts her chin. And you stand. Good. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out that name like it's a curse word, he alone believes the halfway bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Why does Darrow say that? Because he's a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Sick burn. Sounds awesome. Where's your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstadt. The definition of that has always been vague. Some see it as anything below ground, some as below water level. And where exactly is the tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort just above the halls next to the pillar. The halls are common slang for the central spire of apartments in Tolstadt. The lower ones are less fancy. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of this island fortress, therefore their property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady. My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly, when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it's the city's business and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. A sharp glare stabs you. No more business, Novik. And don't get me started on the actual effects this has on my people. Snell, she says and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sagely? Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. Who know that? You want to check it out yourselves? Of course. The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no death falls. Who were the injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. It's a sort of prefix used by Earthfolk. A human, most likely. That ain't a real name. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers you hear, a real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Waterlane. Either he went down into the dungeon or over to Waterlane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Frank, son of Frank. Yeah. Huh, the goblin knows it's fake, but it's the only lead. It's possible. Really? Yeah. A dungeon near? If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Could be smart to check the city below, just in case, despite the dangers. Down to Waterlane. Yeah, seems like it was heading in the direction, though down could mean a number of things, Waterlane included. Fancy yellow outfit? I'm assuming some type of radiant vision. You can tell in his voice that he's leaving out, but who fucking knows at the end? Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, he says, considering the state of the building. Why was he there? We don't know. Where is he now? We don't know. They have not located the man despite major efforts. Sounds like you were handed a tough hand. Yeah. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else. We don't know. Anything else you do know? Snell gives us a nervous look to his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. So dramatic. Love her. Corruption, madness. She claws at her wooden throne. Politics. Ramblings of fools. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. Rogue spellcaster? Isn't there an anti-magic task force we can call for? Why, yes there is, she exclaims. She points with a sharp finger. You! The Arcana Clerics of Earthguard, one of the few authorized spellcaster groups in the city, often used as a task force in esoteric events, accidents, and magical assaults. Lady clears her throat loudly. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. I formally declare joint venture. The Hathaway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. So this is about revenge? Revenge? No, cleric. A gardener does not seek revenge upon the hail snail. They are simply eradicated. This is about keeping the peace, nothing more. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. You catch the goblin trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Oh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both upper and lower Tolstep. You're going to have the pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. Do not disappoint me, Snell. A new member to the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. Your will shall be done. Seriously, somebody needs to proofread this sometimes. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. Huzzah! The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. At your service, Lady Siegeleaf. I guess. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. The sooner, the better. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. A new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. Oh, finally! For as much as she told you, there's a danger you're missing here. I visited the tea shop entrance, but it was shut. Yeah, by esoteric decree. So you gotta ask your coin lord for the passphrase, unfortunately. And we should also look for that witness. Yeah, our friend. Dressed in yellow. God, that's funny. Either over on Waterlane or down in the city below. Yeah. The port of the dungeon, I'd suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's. Needs. Oh, do I leave? Ah, they're here. Let's bring our asses to Darrow's house, since I have figured out where that is. Something I did. I'm so good at this, right? And then I think I'm gonna end it here. Even though we still haven't really gotten around to enjoying our stay with our companion now. Darrow house. Yes. Are you Darrow? City Sworn Angel. I can recruit you, can't I? In the Coin Lord's garden you encounter a porcelain spectre. Her armor glimmers, her very presence blinding you. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under his breath a word of disdain. Angel. Oh, the creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. A handful of celestials are employed by the city after the Clanland Steel of 13. Arcane cleric, she echoes, of the palace script house and earth path. The flowers of the Coin Lord's garden dance beneath her, slaves to her beauty. You will be one of them. How do you know that? She bows her head slightly, whilst her many eyes glare at you. It was foreseen. In other words, somebody told her you'd be coming here. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak in a projected, cold tone. Etir. Not really an introduction, more of a checklist of etiquette. Oh, my voice. As she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. Snell is joining the mind talk. Great. That's nicely. She does not respond. Whatever you do, don't mention the eyes. Oh, you're feeling something here, right? Something fierce. You could shake her up with a nice comment. She would destroy you. She's too powerful. The angel would step upon your soul, stomp on it. You know what? Oh no. The smooth thoughts and endless love. It's overflowing. This has gone too far. The only way out is performance art. Ah, pray tell, thou celestial harbinger of such splendid beauty and gleaming countenance, if the light might truly be of your making, your thine ethereal and glorious nature beheld within that halo of eyes is my duality, which foreverly plagues my being and soul. The sun, I say. The sun is nothing compared to you. Point at her and whimper. Huh? As you finish your rambling, there is a silence sweeping over the magistrate's yard. Foreverly is not a word. No, it is. Bow down before her. As your helm touches the ground of the Majesty's garden, you feel the urge, the overwhelming, excruciating final urge to tell this angel one more thing. Nice to meet you. The goblin's eyes dart back and forth between the two of you. The words escape your lips like smooth, honey? Yeah, honey. I'm sure she loves that. She looks down on you with many eyes. No response at first, but then she raises her head. Thank you, she says. A dry reply. At least she's not pissed. Take that as a win. Hey, Snell whispers to you. Don't mess with this fucking thing. Be careful now. Cut to the chase. She clearly has no interest in small talk. I am here to investigate the tea shop. The eyes just stare at you. They spin gently around her. Great, nice. We got that cleared up. It's like talking to a brick wall. We're getting nowhere with this. Be direct with her. What would make things easier? Just don't beat your road, okay? Great, so, the eye stops spinning. Screeches dread itself. I need to speak with Darrow. Slowly, the angel turns her face towards you for the first time. Walk away, walk away, walk away. You can feel Snell sweating. Maluki Persevni. The celestial tongue. The common derogatory saying among the horde, it means something along the lines of, the little one speaks. She's mocking you, for sure. Can I quick save? Can I quick save? No! I don't think she's talking about me here, though. Even though she's looking at me. Why? Okay, sure. Now about the magistrate. You catch her head twitching to the left. Coin Lord Darrow is busy. She speaks. When is he available? And more important than anything he might be doing, I'm here on city business and I need to speak with him. Here on city business. She looks to her right towards the building leaning against the entrance tower. After a moment of silence, she says, Coin Lord Darrow will be available post-midnight. He will only be available after midnight between 0 and 6. He will be in his restoir, whatever that is. Several eyes look to the entryway to her right. Restoir is not a real word. Yeah? Yeah. Restuir. And whoever's attempting to make it one deserves a life of suffering. Restuir is one of those fancy terms imported from Anuran culture, although it doesn't mean anything in Anuran. They kind of got it wrong. Right. She says nothing. What a conversationalist. Yeah, I need access to the tea shop now. Calling Lord Darrow has requested to no unauthorized access. But I am authorized. You are not. Damn, she got you. Could I ask some personal questions? No. Okay. She nods slowly. Bit good human for an angel. Not yet. Okay. And nobody cares that I steal things. A branch from the majestic apple tree in the magistrate's yard. Seen anything suspicious lately? How do I reach those apples on the roof? Climb the branch. Or not. You grab the branch and clear it careful. You'll attempt to heave yourself. You heave, yet... Yikes. You do not hoe. Though despite the rough landing, you still, in a sense, make it. Ouch. Get up. Leave. Give me all your apples. All your apples. Yeah. Wait. Forgot to pick it up. Or do I need to give you a way up now? Little goblin. Sorry about that. First and foremost, goodbye for now. Let me eat some apples. Consume, 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 consume. And we're full. Thank you. Now, if I engage with you and try that again, I need at least 12, which is nice. With a heave and a hoe, you make it. Ah, okay. Now I'm back down. Sad. Maybe I should have tried. Can I? Yeah, okay. No, I cannot. I wanted to see. God damn it. Okay, that was a waste of time. I should have just checked it while I was up here. Can I walk over? No, no. Apples. Consume, consume, consume. Consume. Alright. Right. So now I kind of have to look Frank, right? I'll need a key. This path is closed. Of course it is. Okay, but as I said, that will be it for now. Still haven't uncovered all the connections. This is gonna take a while, huh? Oh no. But okay, it's gotten better compared to yesterday. Yesterday I was not impressed by the game. Today I'm kind of feeling it more. But yeah, I am tired now, and my voice is gone, pretty much. I guess we'll look for Frank, the son of Frank, in his yellow dress tomorrow, and see what he has to tell us. Which kind of surprises me, since our magazine boy told us that there was nobody else. But okay. Well, okay, nobody else suspicious that he noticed, so who knows? Maybe he just missed Frank, son of Frank. We shall see. Anyway, as always, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.